I'm Rohan.
And I'm Tony. This is our video on testosterone. We will be covering what testosterone does, its pathway, and the termination of said pathway. What is testosterone? Testosterone is a hydrophobic signaling molecule which has a receptor protein on the inside of the cell. It plays an important role in the development and maintenance of typical masculine physical characteristics, such as muscle mass and strength, and the growth of facial and body hair. The androgen receptors allow the body to respond to testosterone and produce the said effects. They are also used as a DNA-binding transcription factor that regulates gene expression.
Because testosterone is a hydrophobic signaling molecule, it will be able to diffuse through the semi-permeable lipid membrane and bind to its receptor, which will be located inside of the cell, as shown. Testosterone, which is the circle with a T in the video, is an agonist. Agonists are substances that initiate a physiological response when combined with the receptor. Testosterone binds to the receptor, which causes the effects previously stated of testosterone to take place. Testosterone binding begins in the Sertoli cell. Testosterone diffuses through the plasma membrane and binds with the androgen receptor. The androgen receptor then undergoes an alteration in conformation, allowing it to be released from heat shock proteins in the cytoplasm. The androgen receptor, with the testosterone signaling molecule binded to it, is then able to translocate to the nucleus, where it binds to specific DNA sequences called androgen response elements. The androgen receptor binding to an androgen response element allows for the recruitment of a co-activator protein. The recruitment of co-activator proteins will in turn alter gene expression. In total, this pathway should take about 30 to 45 minutes, which is expected of a hydrophobic signaling pathway. The results of this change in gene expression are babies in the womb developing as a male, sex drive increase, bone mass development, fat distribution changes, muscle mass and strength increases, as well as the production of red blood cells and sperm. Now, this process cannot be terminated through natural processes occurring within the body. The only way to terminate this process would actually be to take some form of a drug, but in a normal, healthy body, your body should not be producing any testosterone and thus should not be requiring to really be terminating this pathway. Now, one example of an antagonist for this testosterone signaling pathway would be an anti-androgen. Now, in this case, the anti-androgen would bind to the androgen receptor instead of the testosterone signaling molecule. Now, the binding of the anti-androgen to the androgen receptor protein will actually prevent the rest of the pathway from going through. So the androgen receptor will not bind to the androgen response element, and thus the gene will not be altered in any way, and none of the effects of testosterone will occur. Now, these anti-androgens cannot be found naturally in your body, because your body does not really want to stop this testosterone signaling pathway. So the only way you can get these anti-androgens are through drugs, which you would likely take if you need to, stop producing testosterone. And in case you are looking to stop your testosterone production, here are 3 drugs which contain anti-androgens, which will stop your testosterone production.